Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Twin Stake Podcast. We're your hosts, Luke and Jackson Hershey. Twins from Charlotte, North Carolina. Same face, two opinions. Guys, it has been a crazy week. NBA draft, my guy Cooper Flagg going number one overall. 3 Duke basketball players going in the top 10 of the NBA draft. 1 coming to Charlotte, my guy Con Canoopel. So let's talk about that. NBA draft. What was your take on it?
Yeah, it's just been an absolutely fun week for us as Hornets fans. Get Leah McNeely and Con Knippel in the first round of the NBA draft.
Yep.
Super stoked about that. But on the other hand, you have Ace Bailey. A lot of drama over there.
Yeah.
He went to the Utah Jazz and did not want to go to Utah. Still isn't reported over to Utah with Walter Clayton Jr. It's getting a little bit of dicey. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days. But, man, this hasn't really happened since Kobe Bryant. So it could be very interesting over the next couple of years to see if athletes do the same thing as Ace.
Yeah, I mean, like Jackson said, NIL has changed college sports. And it used to be where the colleges had complete rights over the athletes. Now athletes are saying, hey, I want what I want and I have the right to get it. And so they're coming into the NBA and they're saying, hey, I'm going to hold out if I don't like the team I'm going to. And this is really the first time you've seen it in the NBA. You've seen it in the NFL for years, but this is really the first time you're seeing it in the NBA. So it's going to be interesting to watch. And I don't think this is going to be the last time this happens. But because we're talking about the NBA draft, it's a perfect week to have one of the top college basketball recruits in the entire country playing for Michigan State as a freshman. We got none other than Cam Ward out of Largo High School. He has the most points ever scored out of a Maryland high school, more than a ton of NBA prodigies, and he set the record. So we're about to talk to him about winning Gatorade Player of the Year 2 times in a row and just his basketball journey. So without further ado, Cam Ward, let's go. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Twin Stake Podcast, and we got a really awesome guest hopping on with us today. One of the most highly recruited basketball players in the entire country, all the way from Largo High School. We got none other than Cam Ward coming to Michigan State.
Let's go!
What's up? What's up?
Yes, sir, dude. Thank you so much for coming on a Monday night. We really appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys reaching out. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Dude, for sure. First of all, you're finishing up senior year. How does it feel to kind of be like, bro, like we're kind of done. Like you got your final classes. How does that feel?
It feels good, finally. I don't know. I just feel like it's like I'm finally done. Like finally, I can move on to something new and not just the same old, same old. So I'm looking forward to what's next.
Bro, is that surreal at all, or are you just kind of like, I'm ready to move on to the next
I'm just ready to move on, honestly. It's been fun, but yeah, let's get to the next.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if I was playing college basketball next year, I'd be like, all right, let's do it. Dude, that's awesome. We really just we really wanted to just kind of hear your story and learn about your basketball journey. So I guess the first question we kind of had for you was, do you kind of remember like when you started playing basketball for the first time?
I would say I first started around maybe like 4 or 5, honestly. Like that's when I really like first started picking up a ball.
Yeah.
But I really didn't start taking it serious till maybe middle school. That's kind of when I first started taking it serious and like really starting to like work out more and actually like take it serious. So I think that's how it kind of started, and then from there I just been taking it serious and just putting in the work.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I love it. Did your parents really introduce you to the game, or did you kind of find it by yourself?
My parents are both coaches, so I think it was introduced to me at an early state. I really wasn't a basketball guy first. I was a soccer guy, honestly. Like I really first started playing soccer, and then basketball kind of just started to grow on me ever since I just been in the gym all the time. So I think that's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah, bro. When did you kind of figure out, like, I love soccer, but I got to put that away because, like, I might have a better shot with basketball. Like, when did you kind of figure that out?
Probably when I was little, around like maybe like 9 or 10. I was kind of was like, all right, I think I'm going to just do the basketball thing and just see where it takes me. So, honestly, that's kind of where it started. And then just from there, I started taking it more and more serious. And then around 8th grade, it was kind of like, all right, well, this is really what I want to do. So
yeah, bro, I think that's really cool that both your parents are coaches because you kind of get, in a way, like it's almost like right in front of you that you get to play and you have what they think all the time. I think that's really cool. So when you were like really starting to take it serious, when did you kind of figure out like, man, I can kind of play with these other guys on the court, like I'm pretty solid? When did that kind of hit you in your basketball journey?
I think it hit me around probably ninth grade because I think I was kind of just like nervous and just like in a flurry kind of like trying to figure everything out. But probably ninth grade is when I realized like, okay, well, I can hoop with everybody else. Like I can really make something like out of it. And then from ninth grade, I think that was just a momentum boost and a confidence builder. Like, all right, well, you can actually do what everybody else do.
Yeah, man, I love it, and we'd really love to talk about just the last couple of seasons for y'all. Man, it's been awesome to watch y'all two state championships. It's incredible. Kind of going over the last couple of years, how much work did you and your team have to come together to bring back a state championship to Largo?
I had to do a lot of work, honestly. Ninth grade year, we weren't very good. We were good, but we weren't like in contention. Like we were contention, but we were just like not locked in, I would say.
Sure.
10th grade, we got to the states, we lost. And then I kind of think from there, that's when we kind of figured out like, okay, well, we can really like make something work. Cause my 10th grade year, we weren't supposed to make states. We beat a lot of good teams just based off pure coaching and skill. But like talent wise, we weren't really there. So we kind of won just off discipline.
Yeah.
And then my 11th and 12th grade year, we were just a more talented team. Like we just were more talented. We had a lot more guys. And then what actually made this year better was we played the same team we lost to in my 10th grade year at States. We played the same team for my senior year in
That's
States. So
awesome.
and then we ended up beating them. So it kind of finished off the storyline perfect.
Yeah.
Like this is the team that you lost to, and then we ended up beating them because that was the only team we lost to for the past like two
That's
years. So
crazy.
we actually beat them to finish off our year. So
Bro, there's nothing better than like just to like I don't want to say revenge, but it's almost like a revenge game.
nah, definitely a revenge story for sure. Definitely
And
a revenge story.
I bet that was awesome. Like I bet the energy in that locker room was unreal.
Energy was crazy. The energy was crazy because once we found out that we were playing them, kind of like everybody's mentality switched. Like, okay, yeah,
Oh.
like we got them now. Because it was like it's been a talk the whole season. It was like, oh, us versus them, us versus them. And then crazy thing is we almost lost because we went into overtime,
Wow.
but we scored in overtime, so we won. And then they went into double overtime, so we thought they were gonna lose on the way back. We were like, man, they can't lose. Like we need this game. And then we end up getting it, and then that's when everybody comes like, "Oh yeah, like we gonna win this game."
That's incredible.
That's
yeah.
dude, that's crazy, bro. Like there's a lot going on there, man. I would have
Definitely.
been like nervous and excited all at the same time. Like that's
I was
dude,
both.
That's sick. Bro, that's so cool. And I want to know the feeling because I saw like you see the video of y'all. First of all, like winning state championships last year and this year for the first time in a long time. Kind of like bringing that back to Largo. Like how cool was that? But I really wanted to know the feeling of like y'all win the state championship, and I thought it was awesome. You jumping on the scores table at Maryland. I thought that was such a cool video. What was kind of the feeling like of like man we won this thing.
It was just good because we have been through a whole bunch of adversity like this year, like a whole bunch of adversity. We only lost 2 games, but we did have like I know it's probably not good to say, but we did have like a little brawl in one game just because it was just like it wasn't basketball no more. Like they were losing by a lot. Things got chippy
Right.
and
Right.
things like that, and then just like people had family issues, personal things going on.
Right. Sure.
So like there was a lot of adversity throughout the season, but I think that's what brought it together. I think that's what like brought us all together and really made it worth it towards the end. So I think just jumping on the table and everything was just emotions,
Yeah.
just all built up emotions from what happened and just making sure like, hey man, like it was all worth it in the end. Like everything that y'all went through, everything that you've been through was all worth it at the end because y'all finished it with the end goal.
Man, I really love this entire high school journey. It's just been so fun to watch.
Yeah.
We would love to talk about your recruitment process at all if you're willing.
Yeah.
Bro, you had a bunch of offers, but it was really cool to see Michigan State win it at the end. Do you kind of remember what your first offer was like and what your reaction was to that?
I remember my first offer. My first offer was from Bryant. My
That's cool.
ninth grade summer going into 10th grade was my
That's
first
funny.
offer. Ninth grade summer going into 10th grade. And I remember because it was at Boo Williams and we was on the way home.
Yeah.
And my dad got a call in the car because coaches can't call you. Technically, they can't call you unless you call them first. When you're
Interesting.
like in ninth and 10th grade, you can't call them unless you call them. So like they would call your parents and tell you to call them, basically.
Interesting.
And then I think you get to your 10th grade summer, going
Yep.
into your 11th grade year, that's when they can start calling you.
Wow.
So I think that's what happened. And we was on the way home, and then Bryant called my dad. They said that they wanted to offer me after the weekend. So then they called again on Monday and they offered me. So I know that was my first offer. That's kind of how it went. And then that kind of jump started everything. And once that happened, I got like 3 or 4 more offers after that. So
Bro. I bet that feeling of like, man, I'm gonna go play at the next level. I bet that was like unreal.
definitely, it was definitely unreal because it kind of just like, all right, well,
Mm.
you you kind of got college figured out now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they offer you, then you're bound to get something else just because of like the work you put
Yeah.
in and everything else. So I think that's kind of what it was in my eyes.
Mm.
And then just from then on, just kept like racking them up.
Yep.
And then, yeah,
Dude, and I think the cool thing is, I mean, one, you're gonna get to go play at like one of the best college basketball programs in the entire country. But how many people get to say they play for Tom Izzo? Like that's probably the best college basketball coach in the country, if not like, and one of the most legendary, for sure. Like, how excited are you to play for Michigan State, and what about them really just stuck out to you?
everything, honestly, kind of like you said,
Yeah.
who wouldn't want to play for Coach
Yeah.
Izzo? I mean, he might be the best coach ever, honestly.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about personality wise, I mean, wins, of course, we're going to give it to Wooten, but I mean, that's a whole nother story. But but I mean, as far as that, I mean, he's the best coach in the country. Like he won Coach of the Year, he won Big Ten Coach of the Year. He's such a personal guy. He has a good relationship with his players. He's a players coach.
Right.
So I mean, first of all, who wouldn't want to play for Izzo?
For
Second of
sure.
all, it's a great program, great history, great tradition, and then they have great success with people
Yeah.
with my height and length and size to put them in the league. I mean, you got Miles Bridges, Draymond
Yep.
Green, just name a few, like Jaren Jackson, just like all those guys that played in, like the 3, 4, and the 5 are in the league, and they're definitely striving right now and getting second year contracts, things like that. So that's kind of the second thing that stuck out. And the third thing was just the family aspect, just the guys embracing me. Taking time to just talk to me.
Mm.
Just talk to me. Just tell me like what it's gonna be like when you get here. It ain't gonna be easy,
Yeah.
but once you finally like settle down and realize that it's gonna be hard now, but like when you finish, it's gonna be so much easier.
Right.
I think that's what kind of sold me. And then just knowing that like my teammates have a love for each other, watching them interact and bond, I think that was the biggest thing that sold me to be going to Michigan State next year.
Yeah, bro. I think that's so cool. Like you said, like there's not a ton of people that get to do that. And Michigan State, like if you look at the NBA, there's like you said, Miles Bridges, Draymond Green. There's so many good guys that come out of that program, and they made it all the way to the Elite Eight this year. Like they're
Exactly.
continuing to do it. That's gonna, bro. We're hyped to watch you next year. We wanted to ask you. You broke a crazy record this year. And saying the Maryland like record for all time points in high school, bro. What I mean, how cool is it to like know, first of all, the guys that have played there, and
Yeah.
to know that you set that record. How cool of a feeling was that for you and your family?
It was a great experience
Yeah.
just because, like, kind of like you said, like everybody that's been through Maryland public school,
Mm.
like that was a great experience. Then to hold the record and know that like no one's really pretty much close to it is kind of another good thing because like, well, I can hold this record for a little bit longer,
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of,
that's
sort of.
awesome.
But nah, I'm definitely happy about it. It was a great family moment. I didn't know personally when I broke it. They
Oh,
kind of just
really?
told me after, or well, they told me during. But when I did it, they was like, "Well, hey man, like you got the record." I was like, "Wait, really? For real?" And that's when like everybody was just happy, excited. Um, definitely a good feeling to have for high school memories.
Yeah.
Um, Gotta get something that says it. I don't really have nothing that really says it though. Like I gotta like put it on a jersey or something and hang it up. But it was definitely an exciting thing to do and exciting to like have my family and my friends all there to celebrate with me. So it was a great experience.
Man, I love that. You've gotten to play with some awesome competition around the DMV area. How special has it been for you to just kind of grow up in that area and play with some of the great guys around there?
It's been fun. That's kind of what we've been doing ever since the season ended. Just playing against each other and pickup runs, just calling each other, seeing like who's working out here,
Yeah.
how can we get in the gym. So it's definitely like a little family that we have here. Not too much like animosity or nobody
Sure,
just
that's
like
awesome.
hating on each other. Everybody just kind of just trying to help each other win. So I think that's the biggest thing that I would say. That I've realized over the past spring and summer. We all got a love for each other and just trying to help each other
Yeah.
win. So it's been great playing with all the great names here and all the great guys that are going to college. So
Yeah, bro, it's kind of funny. Me and Jackson were talking about this like I think a couple of days ago, but it was like if you look at like that area right now, the amount of like top guys that are coming out of there, like you, like Caden Lewis, Derek Dixon, like the amount of names that are coming out of just that one spot, it's kind of crazy. And y'all play against each other all the time. Like it's, I think that's
exactly.
really cool. I think so. You're playing for you play, or I guess you played for Team Durant in the EYBL circuit. Do you have any favorite memories of getting to travel with them?
Definitely the travel. I was about to say yeah. The travel is definitely the best part.
Yeah.
I would say Peach Jam every year because we're there for so long. So like Peach Jam every year is just always a great experience. Trying to think of a specific trip. Kansas City was a great trip last year,
Wow.
just because we were there for long too. We were there for like a week and a half, so it was actually a fun trip for Kansas City, just because of how long we were there, who we were there with, and just everything else. And then of course the food was amazing, so we had us
Yeah,
a great time. And then
dude,
plus
it
we
all
went
goes
during
back to the food.
everything went back to the food. Then it was like Fourth of July, so they had like a Fourth of July parade and everything else.
Oh, that's cool.
So I mean, it was actually a great thing to be a part of and a great
Yeah.
like vibe too. So I definitely enjoyed it.
Bro,
Wait,
that's unreal.
we gotta ask him, like, bro, what's the go-to food? Because we were talking about this. Jackson, like, everything goes back. Like we said, Jackson with him, everything goes back to the food. What's like, not if you had to pick like one thing, what's like the top of the list?
Top of the list,
And I know that's tough. Like, that's not an easy question.
I
I
would
know.
say tacos. Tacos just got like like
Tacos.
Bro, you're
such a
making me hungry.
variety. Like tacos has such a variety. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm a taco guy here and now. I'm a big taco guy. Tacos
dude, I love that.
top tier. So I think tacos is my thing. I think pasta could go many different
Yep,
ways.
yep.
But yeah, that's kind of my go tos right there. Like tacos and pasta are
Totally, bro.
definitely my
There's a
my go
variety
tos
with it. You
areas.
can do it a ton of different ways too.
Exactly.
Bro, that's awesome. What are some of your favorite things to do outside of the game of basketball? Because I know we talk about basketball a lot, but we also like to hear what y'all like to do outside of it.
I would say just hanging out with my friends, hanging out with my family, just enjoying life honestly. Because I mean, with
Mm-hmm.
basketball, I mean, it takes up majority of your time working out,
Mm-hmm.
just working out. You got to
Right.
find some downtime, find some time to like just like experience the people that you really mess with, the people that's like in your corner. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've kind of learned out of this thing, and then I think that's what I'm still trying to learn now, just how to balance time and not make it so like you got to work out this time, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like not stressing myself to do it. Kind of like allowing it to come to me. Like, all right, well, if you do this and this, and you got to do this and this. So I mean, just handling your business honestly. But me personally, I just like to play the game, hang out with friends, take a walk maybe. Who knows? Just anything. I want to get into fishing. I like water,
Bro, that'd be
Ooh.
so
cool.
I like water. So I gotta find a way to like start fishing. I don't know.
They got a good spot up in Michigan State to go
Oh
fishing?
yeah, for sure.
Bro.
I've already made them calls already. I need a spot. So
Bro,
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
dude, that's what he was looking for when he went to Michigan State. He's like,
Just the
bro, that's
fishing
the
rod.
one deciding factor. Like, if you have
And
water, it's a yes. If not, like,
nah,
you know.
That's awesome, bro.
Bro, that's sick. So we gotta talk about this. Gatorade Player of the Year 2 years in a row. Like, again, crazy. But how did you find out? Like, was it on social media or did they
that's a
how did you
great.
figure it out?
The first time it was kind of anticipated, cause my sophomore year I could have won it, but they
Yeah,
gave it to Amani Hansberry that's at Virginia Tech now.
right.
He got it because, of course, senior, older,
Sure.
but we averaged the same. So I was thinking like, hey man, like I kind of got a chance. But
Underdog coming in.
I'm thinking I got a chance. But that was also the year that I think Cam Whitmore and them was in school too. So I was kind of like, nah, gang, like you're not getting this at all. But then, but then my junior year, I kind of knew. Had a few competitions, but I think I knew personally that I was getting in my junior year. Like I'm thinking, like, it's no way I don't get it.
Yeah.
So I found out. Well, my family knew already. I found out via Instagram, but everybody
Really?
kind of already knew. So I was like, well, dang. Now this year was kind of like I knew already too, but I was just hoping like, cause like, no, I had got player of the year for like everything already, like max preps.
Yeah.
I done got the state. I done won everything. So I'm like, come on, like, no, like I gotta get this one. Like this one would cap off everything.
Yeah.
So then no one really said nothing, but then I saw it on Instagram and they tagged me and I seen the Gatorade thing come up on Instagram and I was like, thank God. Like they tagged me. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. So then I looked at it, I see my name, I was like, oh yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just felt good to know that like I did it. And then
Yeah.
of course I got the trophies and everything to show for it. So
Wow, bro. I think that's really cool. Like, I mean, and the amount of players that like get to have that experience, like, there's not a lot, and you'll be able to.
exactly.
I mean, and twice in a row is like
Even harder.
unreal. What
Okay.
I don't know how you're doing on time, but I didn't want to I don't want
Oh no,
to.
I'm
Okay,
good. I'm
okay.
good.
We want to know what was kind of like the biggest adversity you've kind of faced through your basketball journey, if one, and then like kind of how'd you overcome it?
Biggest adversity. Probably losing that state
Yeah.
championship game. I think it was a I feel like it was a clarity thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like I felt like I let some people down, kind of just because we got there
Yeah.
and we didn't win, and everybody was kind of like looking for me to like step up at some point, and
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't that game. I was kind of like I stepped up in the beginning, and then I just kept like fading away, and then until it was just like you wouldn't even know I was out there for like,
Yeah.
I was making plays here and there, but I felt like I was fading, and then I would say that that was kind of big adversity because everybody was like, "Oh, congratulations, congratulations," but like we lost.
Right.
So like, what are we congratulating us about? I'm kind of like that guy. Like, dang, like if we lose, like I don't want to hear like a moral
Right.
victory or none of that unless we get blown out. If we get blown out, me personally, if we get blown out, it just wasn't our day. I can live with a, I can live with a blowout, and rather than live with like a 1-2 point loss.
Mm,
Like I'd rather losing a blowout. I can laugh about a
right.
blowout. I can't laugh about 1-2 point losses.
Mm-hmm.
Those hurt. So I think that was my biggest adversity, and I felt that kind of started like where I kind of just was like I like you know what I'm saying like I gotta push myself. Like I really
Mm,
have to like make changes in order to be better.
right.
So I think that's kind of what happened. And then once that happened, everything else took off. Once that happened, I feel like it was needed
Yeah.
because as you can see, it started like it started a great trajectory of me going upwards and everything else. And I had a breakout summer that summer too. So I think that was just a motivation. Like I hate losing. I don't want to feel that pain again.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was my biggest adversity.
I think it's funny, like God kind of does stuff like that. Like you lost, and it's like it's not a great feeling, but like if you might have not lost that game, or if like it might have not, you might have not had the same drive you had going in, and then you go
Exactly.
win two state championships up like on top of like everything else. Like I think that's cool. But bro, yeah, I'm the same way. Like losing a close game, like I don't know. It takes a while to get over that. Like, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a blowout, like it kind of is what it is. But no,
Yeah.
that's dude, that's really tough. All right, last question for you. When you're kind of looking over kind of your journey so far, Gatorade Player of the Year, state championships, do you have a favorite memory, looking back at your journey?
I don't know.
It's
My
hard, bro.
favorite memory would probably be in high school. High school wise, definitely winning the state
Yeah.
championships. Those are definitely my favorite memories. But I would say winning the first one
Mm,
probably was the best. Winning the second one, we were hyped. We were happy. We were more excited that we beat them, honestly. We weren't really excited that we won. We were excited that we beat them
yeah.
because they beat us.
Right.
So, and we had 9 seniors. All I
Wow.
think 4 of us played in that game.
Wow.
So it was like us. We was like, man, like yeah, we won, but we beat them. So like that was our more so passion.
Yeah.
But I think the first time we won, that was my favorite memory because everybody like it was like genuine. Like everybody was like, you know what I'm saying, like really felt a certain type of way. Like we
Yeah.
were actually happy. Um, that, of course, like the little talks we got in practice,
Mm-hmm.
the little moments where they just do something dumb and everybody laugh. But I think my junior season in general was probably the best,
Yeah.
just because it kind of set the foundation for like me becoming a leader. I
Mm.
think so definitely my junior was my best memory. As far as high school wise, AAU probably just to travel,
Yeah.
honestly, just to travel.
Bro, the travel's unreal.
So yeah.
I bet Peach Jam was crazy.
Crazy, man. PJM was so
You get
crazy.
nervous going to games like that?
I don't know. I feel like my last speech, I wasn't too
Yeah.
nervous. I was chasing the blue bloods in this speech. I was chasing I was averaging 30. I led EYBL in
Yep.
scoring. And I'm thinking like, man, like, because we had a Caden on our team. So I'm thinking like, I'm about to use a Caden to get to some blue bloods. I'm like, yeah, like, man, it's like Duke, Kentucky, like, can't, like, I'm saying, like, they all at our
Right.
games. Like, they got to be seeing me. Like, I'm leading us in scoring. I got 30. It's efficient too. Like, but I mean, PJM was crazy.
Oh.
I mean, like if y'all ever get a chance to go to a
Yeah.
PJM game, man, like you're gonna look in there and be like, dang, this is nuts.
Dude, we
Because like
talked we
every
talked
game is
about going
packed.
we talked about going this past year because we had the Boozer twins on the podcast and
Uh huh.
bro, like it's not that far because we're in Charlotte, so I was like
Oh,
it's not
okay.
that bad of a drive. Like we could drive down there and just watch it, and we should have because that was crazy, bro. But I haven't
Got
been,
to.
bro, and I want to.
If y'all get a chance this year, trust you guys
Yes,
gotta go.
sir. Bro, dude.
Gotta go.
Dude, I bet that it would be so sick. But yeah, I did see this. I had to ask you this before we ended it. So I saw y'all were doing that the thing with the Caden, the like top five
Yeah.
ringer. Is anyone taking y'all down, or are y'all sweeping the whole thing?
Nah, man. Nah, man. Ain't nobody taking us down. We actually talked about this on Saturday. Caden's been trying to do some things in the
Yeah.
community, you know what I'm saying? He's been giving back to the community like more and more.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just inspiring me to do the same a little bit.
That's really cool.
So whenever he has like an event for the community or an event like just for just for anybody, especially the kids and stuff, I'm always there. Like he's the first person that calls me and texts me, hey man, like I need you here. All right, but I got you. Cause like that's really my guy. Like
Yeah.
I spent the whole summer with him. Like that's really become like someone that I can actually like call on and trust as far as basketball. So when he called me for this one, he was like, "Man, we just gonna be playing against the kids. Nothing serious. Just we need you for an hour and a half.
Bro,
Literally,
dude,
hour and a
that's
half.
sick.
And you can go about your business and do whatever." So I'm like, "All right, man. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
ain't doing nothing anyway.
Yep.
So like, might as well. Like, I'm not doing nothing anyway. I might as well just go out there have some fun. So that's what it's looking like right now. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. Whoever has their five can come play us or whatever. We're not doing nothing too crazy. Hopefully, we get some dunks,
Yeah.
some threes, in games quick.
I told Jackson, I
And
was like, we're gonna have to drive down to DC and come play against y'all.
hey man, hey man, if y'all can come out, come out. It's whatever.
Oh, dude, that sounds awesome, bro. Well, bro, you're awesome, dude. Thank you so much for hopping on the Twin
Of
State.
course.
And guys, everyone go follow Kim Moore on Instagram. He's gonna have an amazing season at Michigan State next year. We're hyped for him, man. Thank you so much.
Man, thank you.
Yeah.